And my gosh, there she is, Danielle Brooks. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing today, sir?
I get to talk to you. I'm on cloud nine. And The Color Purple is such a great movie.
Thank
Um,
you.
what a great Christmas gift this is going to be.
Yes, I'm so excited first to share this with my family who is going to see it today at our premiere for the first time. But yeah, I feel like I might have to turn off my phone come Christmas Day because I am nervous about all of this energy that's going to be hitting me
It's
that
going to
day.
be good energy
Yeah.
hitting you because this is such a fantastic. The story itself is so beautifully written.
Oh yes, I was in the stage musical, so
Well,
I was a big fan of it. I mean, so look, I'm speaking for myself because some people might have had a harder time, doing that. But yes, I did. I loved the music. I remember sitting in the wings when I wasn't on stage, watching and listening to my castmates sing these songs like Push the Button because Sophia wasn't in that, and listening to I'm Here. This is music that has stayed with me for so long, and even when I go through things now, I'll turn it on Spotify and I'll listen to the music now.
and playing Sophia has got to be just a wonderful chapter of your life because you have done it. But doing it on stage and doing it for film, are they two different characters?
Yes, sir. They're not two different characters, but just the two different mediums bring out different things. And the fun part for me is like when you're doing the theater thing, it feels like you're painting with like 10 crayons. But when you have like the film, it's like you get 60, 70 colors to play with. You know what I mean? It's just so much more because you have the elements there. We're actually in Georgia. We're on plantations. I actually am holding a baby. I'm actually being attacked and doing fight choreography versus imagining it like we were in the 2015 version of John Doyle's, which was just wood and wooden chairs. That was all we had. So I had a lot of fun getting to step back into Sophia and find out more about who she was.
I think the reason I love Sophia so much is because she is a survivor, but we learn so much from her.
Yes, sir. She was a woman ahead of her time. She was really trying to break gender norms with her relationship with Harpo and not be stuck in what she's seen in the past. She was also trying to remind women of their power and their strength, that they do not have to accept the abuse physically, sexually, mentally that a lot of women were going through. And she fought back, and I think there's a lot that we as people can learn from her today.
And as we close our interview, which is much too short,
No.
you have one of the purest, most powerful voices I think I've ever heard, and I just
Thank you.
love listening to you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot because I haven't always felt that way about my voice. So I really appreciate that. It's always been easier for me to sing as a character than as Danielle. So I thank you for that.
Happy holidays to all of your family and everyone around you.
And to you as well. Be blessed.
Fantasia, how you doing?
Hi, I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm blessed to talk to you. How's that?
That makes me feel so good.
It should. First of all, congratulations on the color purple. I know this has been a long process in getting this film completed, but wow, you carry this on your shoulders from beginning to end. I mean, I know you've got great co-stars and all of that, but boy, it is your character that the audience is really following.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that. You realized that Celia is with everybody. She's with Mister. She's with old Mister. Sophia, Shagavri, um, the children, Hapo, um, and that is not easy to do. I always say I want to thank my grandmother who's in heaven. She was the real life Celia in our life who carried and took good care of us, and so you know I didn't know how that felt until stepping into Celia's shoes, but I will say Celia and I can relate in so many ways. The code switching was taxing, you know? So thank you for acknowledging that, as it was very taxing.
Well, I think you have a lot, you're a lot alike with Celia because she's a healer, you're a healer. She is one of those rare people on earth that understand the brutality and the joy in life.
Yes. Wow. Um, she is. And I was very, very afraid to go back and play her. Um, Playing her on Broadway, I was so young. My life was in shambles. Her life was a bit crazy. So I always say I felt like I was carrying two crosses, and that wasn't easy. When they called me to play it this time, yes, I said no twice. But it wasn't until Blitz, our director, our amazing director, called me and he allowed me to know that he was giving Celie an imagination. And that was big for me because we all go through things, but what keeps us is what we can imagine, what we can envision, what we can hope for. And so I said, I'm all in. Um, I had just started traumatic therapy. I don't know if you know what that is. If not, I'll tell you. Traumatic therapy is when they take you back to your childhood and help you heal from things that you went through when you were a kid that you either forgotten or suppressed, that is hindering you from your adulthood. I had to stop therapy while filming, but Celie became my therapist. I gave her the younger Fantasia. And so walking away from this movie, I was healed, I was whole, and I thank her. She is dear to me. She is a friend. She is a fighter. She is bold and she's strong because she goes through so much. But in the end, she forgives. And that is what love and that is what God truly looks like. So I'm happy that I played it. I'm happy that we have so much in common. I used to run from it, but I don't now.
Nor should you, because you're a strong, so much stronger than you ever were. And I'm rapping, but when I met you on American Idol, we,
Oh, wow.
you're just you have blossomed so well,
Thank
and
you.
I love your voice, always have. So
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Have a happy holiday,
You
and
too.
we adore you
Thank you. I love you. Keep praying for me.
always. Bye bye. Drill, and my gosh, there's Taraji P Henson. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I was watching an episode of Boston Legal the other night, and guess who I saw?
My
Well,
God.
first of all, congratulations on The Color Purple. I love your voice. Wow, you are just a powerhouse.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Shug is just a powerhouse character. Was it a joy to play her?
Absolutely. She was the cookie of the 1920s, you know? That was a time when women had no rights. They had no rights. We had no rights. You were to be seen and not heard. You were to wait hand and foot on a man and take care of the children. So for this woman to go against all of that and live her truth and live it boldly and loudly, it was just incredible to play her. It was fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. She's a change, she's the change agent. She's the one that comes in and lifts it up. And that's joy. That's pure joy. I love joy. Who doesn't?
Yeah, and she was that woman that knew how to use her sexuality, knew how to use her status, and
Mm-hmm.
get the most out of life for her.
Mm-hmm. But
What
she
a great
still
girl.
had a void. She still had an emptiness. She still had her pain. She still knew that all that she would give to her audiences, and when she went around the country performing, and even though she had all these lovers, no one really saw her and no one really poured into her. And although she gave her soul every time she performed, who would give back to her? And it wasn't until she met Celie where she felt, both of them, both women felt seen for the first time in their lives.
It's amazing how broken people can heal
Yeah.
each other.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I always say if you have a story to tell, tell it, because someone out there needs to hear it.
Yeah. What do you think audiences who aren't familiar with The Color Purple, either the book, the
Mhm.
movie, or the musical, are going to take away from watching this new film?
You know, it's interesting. You just never know what people are going to take away or what they're going to identify with. You know, there's so much to take away from this. I think a lot of it is there is healing and forgiveness and redemption for sure. Sisterhood, um you know, you fall down, you get back up. There's if you wake up the next day and God blesses you with breath in your body, you have a chance to correct the course of your wrongs like Mr. did. um it's just so much to pull from this movie. I don't, I hope people take it all, but they will be touched for sure. And I'm praying that generational family curses are broken. I'm praying for people to be healed. I'm praying for people to forgive because life is too short. Life is too short. And we're living in dark times. I mean, it seems like the world is getting crazier and crazier every day. And so I think the timing of this project was ordained by something higher than all of us. And I think that's what you feel from this film because the set was very spiritual. Like the in between takes is where we lived. We would have church, we would sing, we would laugh. When you see us out here promoting this film and you see that camaraderie, it's real. And I think that's why you feel it when you watch it.
We felt it in as an audience too, and I want
Yeah.
to thank you for this brief interview. You are one of my favorite people on the planet.
Oh God, thank you so, so much.
Have a
Happy
great
holidays.
have a great
Yeah.
holiday.